Hi, good afternoon. My name is Eri Martinez, and in this video, we're gonna see some concepts that we saw in Object 6 of English, okay? Actually, it's about a text. The name of the text is Engaging International Relations and World Politics, okay? And these texts have different concepts, but the main ones are the ones that we're gonna see, okay? The first one is actors, okay? There are different type of actors. These are international actors. The first one are the states, then the international organizations, then non-governmental organizations. The other type of actor that exists are individuals, and then are just, we only have four factors, okay, for international actors, okay? Okay, so to continue with, we're gonna see the first type of international actor. The first one is the one that is called the states, okay? So as the name says, it's any state. It can be USA, Mexico, Canada, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, China, Japan. Any state, it doesn't matter where it's located, it doesn't matter how many population does it has, the language, the weather, it doesn't matter. But well, the definition is that it's a geographical entity governed with a central authority. Okay, what does it mean? For the international system to recognize it as a state, it needs to have a population, it needs to have a territory. It doesn't matter the long of the territory. Also, it needs to have a constitution, and it's to be regulated by a law. Okay, and well, other factors that the states needs to have, there are four: it's security, economy, globalization, and identity. Okay, so for the state to be like wealthy, for the people to be good, they need to have those factors, okay? And it's to be like a carry like at the agenda. Then the other international actor that we mentioned before is a non-governmental organization. What is the definition? Okay, it's composed of private. It can be public or it can be private, okay? There are mainly private. Non-state international actors that cut across national boundaries, okay? Some examples that I can give you, it's by the first place. It can be a good one, it can be like Greenpeace, it can be like No Hate A. Another example, I said it can be Greenpeace or No Hate. They are like good organizations. Their function is like to help the world, help the environment in different aspects. But also we have non-governmental organizations like not Bin Laden, but his group, that it was huge, that it's the position, all the power that they have, it was that much that it was considered as a non-governmental organization. It can be Da Camorra in Italia, it can be Da Cartel de los Sapos in Latin America, it can be Bin Laden in Saudi Arabia. These not legal organizations that they are that huge that they are considered as a non-governmental organization. Why? Because they are not a person and they have that much impact. Okay, so some aspects that it needs to be considered with this subdivision, well, it needs to be a transnational NGOs. It's, as I was saying, like Greenpeace. Also, it's on the private sector economic organizations. They are mainly private. Why? Because they are none of the government, so they need to be private, okay? They are financial. They can receive help from government, but the wealthy situation, and it's to be from private publishers, okay? Then we have humanitarian non-governmental organizations. And just to finish, we have non-state armed groups. As I was saying, also we can take the example of Syria, of ISIS, that they were not a state. The state was Syria, and Syria it's a country, but they wanted like to take. Okay, the other type of international character, they are the ones that are international organizations. Well, also they receive other names as intergovernmental organizations or IGOs as plural. Okay, these are not public. Actually, they need to be public. They cannot be private. Okay, so like the summer states are not the only prism through which to view the international relations, particularly in the current era of globalization, in which it is apparent that no single state can hope to be sole agent. Okay, so these are like UNs. Actually, they are public organizations that have that power and actually are created to regulate the states. Some kind of these organizations, well, the main one is the UN, the United Nations organization, that it was created to regulate all the countries and to have like, the mission is to have world peace and everyone to be like with good positions. Okay, then we have other organisms like on the UN, like WHO, human rights, the security commitment. We have also UNICEF and other departments on the UN. Well, we have another ones that they are like more independent. We have NATO, we have EU, we have Asian, we have NUS, we have World Health Organization, the World Bank, also IMF, that it's the International Monetary Fund. And also to continue, we have the other character. The other international character are the ones that are the individuals. What does it mean? The people. Why? Because actually all the previous one, that three characters before, they are conformed by people, but these are more like the individuals. Okay, so a definition, it's individuals certainly make a difference. Okay, so it can be, I'm gonna explain it in two ways. Yeah, we can have characters or people that make that huge effect that it can make a country like to change ASAP. Like, well, not to change, but it can be like Nelson Mandela in South Africa, Martin Luther King in United States. We can have Mahatma Gandhi in India. These are characters that they were known like to make that political impact that it created a huge difference, or not a huge difference, but they have like a huge group of population that follow them. Okay, that was the first example. But also individuals in their same life, sometimes you can be an individual and not make that huge impact, but also you are in this group. Okay, why? Because the people make the countries, the people make the organizations, all the like, well, whether acting under known or as an agent of the states or non-states, actors can make the difference. But simply human agency matters. So all those organizations are with people, working with people, from people to people. Okay, so, well, if there is no people, there are no organizations, there are non-profits, there are no UN, there is nothing. Okay. And well, also, just to finish, these are composed for security, economy, and identity. What does this three factors mean? Well, we now offer new comments concerning the topic of this book. Like, well, these three factors are like a combination for the international actors to work with security, economy, and identity, to work with it to these can improve. Okay, because, well, the individuals want security, so the organizations work on security and the non-profits work to have security. That's the same with economy. Everything works with economy, everything impacts on the economy, and also with the identity. As a result, that the international relations, that rebalance impacts that much. Everyone has the identity, but we need to work together.